Artie, it's Jack Daniels, man. How you doing, man? Well, it was nice seeing you a couple of weeks ago. You seemed to walk right past me at Ross's wedding, but I seen you look over at me a couple of times. I saw you. You can't deny that. Well, let me tell you something, Tubby. I'll be at the Webster Theater this Saturday in Hartford, right where I always am, right next to Levy's vodka bottle. Listen, Lang, we tried this your way, but it ain't working, is it? Paxel my ass. You need me, and you know it. Just try and stay away from me. We're a team. We've always been a team, and don't you forget it. You're nothing without me. I need you, Mr. Movie star, and you will not ignore me. Do you hear me? I'm for you, and you're for me, 'cause every time you take a sip, you get funny. You haven't been on stage a while. It's plain to see. Let's do this together. You can't go and do a show without me. It's plain to see. 'Cause I taste so nice with water and ice. So Artie, please down me. Ba 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 ba.
By the way, that was sent in by Bob Levy, who, when I don't allow him to be on one of my gigs, works firehouses.
Hey, by the way,
so he should calm down.
Why do you... I can't believe you don't laugh at that.
What do you mean?
You get very upset by that phone call.
No, I didn't get upset by it. I'm just saying it's Levy's clever way of getting a plug-in for the Webster Theater in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And
it's clever.
You know, yeah, clever, but you know, I'm giving him work, and he doesn't have to play a diner this weekend.
But you don't think that Jack Daniels calling you is funny?
Yeah, but I think we've done it before.
But come on, that's a good one.
Well, it's hilarious.
Wow, I can't believe you don't find that funny. I'm telling you, that's not like you.
I find it very funny. I do.
No, you don't.
It's hysterical.
Oh, dear.
You sound like Henry Hill.
Yeah. It's really a lot of laughs.
I do think that's funny. What don't you find funny about that?
We did it already.
Yeah, but okay.
But this was the best Jack Daniels call.
Did Jack Daniels call you back?
The first one was better when he was, I miss you. I'm going to see you at Ross's wedding. That was better.
And now he's yelling at you. He's angry. You ignored him at Ross's wedding.
Well, I had to, yeah.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
You keep this crap up at the Webster Theater, I'll be well acquainted with Jack Daniels.
Now we're being threatened again.
Hey, listen. Don't threaten me.
I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying the wagon wheels are getting crickety.
Let me hear the one that you like. I can tell they're getting crickety. Don't worry about it.
The whole world can.
The whole world knows you're crickety.
Yeah.
Let me hear the first one and see if it's better.
How you doing, Artie? It's Jack Daniels. I don't know what happened. I don't know what came between us, but I miss you, dude, and I know you miss me, and we had a lot of good times together. Remember that hooker in Vegas? But anyway.
See, this is good.
This you like?
This one is good.
All right.
I don't know what happened to us, but I heard you going to Ross's wedding on this weekend. I was just letting you know that, you know, I'll be there. I'll be behind the bar if you want to, you know, catch up on some old times, okay? Let's try to get this worked out, buddy, okay? All right, I'll see you there. Bye.
Yeah.
I like that Jack Daniels keeps calling you.
And then later he'll beg me to do a gig with him in San Diego so he can buy his couch back from his ex-wife.
I know what you don't like about the second call.
What?
Because he's saying, oh, you can't get through a show without me.
He's right. I can't.
Yes,
I've been doing
You're going to do it.
I've been doing stand-up comedy since I was 19 years old, and a part of it had always been, it's a party. I'm on stage, having a drink, telling jokes. I love it. I love it.
And I think the pressure of the gig coming up in Hartford has driven you to this new voice, whatever's going on
I think that's it. Yeah, just the idea of going back out there.
You have to retire from live performing.
I don't have a new voice. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a new delivery. Everyone is talking about it.
Well, I don't know how to fix it because I don't know what I'm doing.
You'll fix it once this gig is over, trust me.
You'll get this under your belt.
I know you.
I don't think so.
I'm starting to learn the ways of Artie.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I talk like I've always talked.
You remember in the 80s when England attacked the Falkland Islands and they announced like 3 weeks in advance
what the hell does this
that
mean?
They were going to war? And it was like, they're getting closer. We're going to attack in 2 weeks. We're going to attack in a week. It's like Artie's drinking is like, it's almost announcing that it's coming up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm 2 weeks away from drinking. I'm 1 week away from drinking. I mean, just pick a date and we'll all go.
No. He's going to be fine this week, and he's just nervous about it.
It's safe to say that for someone to try to... If someone who's trying to stay on the wagon, there could not be a less healthy atmosphere to be in.
Right.
Well,
Vegas.
I know.
Be on the show and do gigs. I mean, it's, you get your balls braked every 2 seconds.
Braked?
Broken.
Okay, now I'm supposed to be an English major. I'm sorry.
Get your balls braked.
I was loading trucks for a living. I tried to tell a few jokes, and all of a sudden, I'm getting crap.
Yes, Glenn.
Hello.
No when Artie gets crap. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Come on, talk.
How you doing? Listen, all I'm telling you is that Artie's a dry drunk.
What's
He's
that?
going through... What?
What's a dry drunk?
A dry drunk is a guy who quit drinking but didn't quit it to change his life anyway. So he's miserable because he's not doing what he wants to do.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
I don't think I do either. I don't even know how you change your life.
Well, I mean, I sort of do. Can I just...
How do you change your life?
Well, listen, Artie's not AA, but he's made a decision to quit drinking, and there's certain situations that are big red flags for a guy who drinks. And this is one of them.
He should go to AA and hang out with people who maybe are going through the same crap he's going through.
You can't ask him to stop performing because he loves to perform. But clearly, performing
triggers something,
and maybe he's not ready to go do a gig. Maybe you should have waited a little bit.
What's the shrink say about you doing a gig
That's
this weekend?
what I was just going to ask, yeah.
He wants me to take someone along who would have the role of a sponsor type thing.
And how
There
do
you
you
go.
feel about that?
Well, there's no one available. Everyone I know is a loser who just wants to drink.
Well, when's the gig?
What about Bob Levy? What about Bob Levy?
Well, that's the other thing. Going like Bob Levy. Are you kidding me? I remember, a couple of years ago, we were all drunk and we were on the road having like a philosophical conversation. And Levy said to me, "Don't worry, buddy. If you ever needed it, I'd give you my liver." And I said, Bob, no offense, but that's like Christopher Reeve saying, "If you needed it, I'd give you my spine."
Right. I mean, who wants his liver?
I mean, it's not going to help me out, man.
Artie, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing great.
Thanks, bud.
Let it ride, bro.
I'm doing whatever I got to do. I'm trying to make enough money so I can retire when I'm 45.
And then drink yourself into oblivion, right?
Yep.
No, I just really, honestly, I met a woman that I love. I want to make enough money to where I don't have to travel anymore, get a home with the woman, relax, settle down.
You'll be miserable. He'll be miserable in 10 minutes.
I will not. I promise you.
I figured all this out. I keep thinking that's going to make me happy, and I'm going to tell you something. The only thing that's going to make you happy is doing what you're doing right now and enjoying it.
Of course I enjoy it. I love coming on here. I love, getting...
You could have had that life being a longshoreman, and you wouldn't have been a billionaire, but you certainly would have had a steady gig, no pressure.
Oh, but he doesn't want to work. He wants to be able to retire.
It's not a gig. I'm not talking about a gig. I'm talking about, I'm 37 years old, okay?
He's going to retire and sit in front of a TV and watch sports all day?
Right, that's what he thinks.
He thinks he'd get bored.
Artie, start playing golf, dude.
You're a creative guy.
I would join a softball league. I would
join it now.
I'm not that creative of a guy. I think that my creative juices have pretty much been squeezed.
They dried up?
They're dried up, exactly.
His creative juices dried up when he played Rosie O'Donnell on Mad TV.
Hey, I've been in this business now for over a decade, making a good living, if I'm 37, okay? If I'm still working when I'm 45, something went wrong.
All right.
I want to try to relax at 45.
All right. I like that plan.
This is not relaxing.
45 sounds about right.
Can I ask Artie something? Is there no one that you can bring with you? Seriously, because I like, when's the gig? Like, I would go with you, but I don't know that Artie would listen to me.
Dana, this is the one weekend Dana cannot make it. She has a commitment she can't get.
Oh, and so you're really shaky because she was.
Hey, this is sounding 𝗦𝗵cie-like.
But this is, but Nick DiPaolo's coming, and Nick is not a drinker, and he's a fun guy to hang with without drinking. But me and Levy are like, we get the gigs, and at 3 in the afternoon we hook up an IV of liquor to our arm.
But does Levy have the ability to know not to, like, wave it around you this time?
Hey, you know what'll help you?
No, he does not have that ability.
No, he doesn't know.
He's looking for Artie.
You know, he'd like to be the one to report that Artie was drinking.
Right.
You know what's an idea? Take that dumb camera crew of ours and let them watch you, because you know on camera you're going to definitely think twice about drinking.
Right.
The whole thing will be documented, and then we put it on like 𝗦𝗵cie.
No.
Great first.
I think I'd be more tempted to drink in front of the camera. Absolutely.
Right. I was thinking that would be.
That's what happened with the Queer Eye guys. I was like, because when I got sent out to do that segment, 10 minutes into it, it was boring, and I said, you know what? Give me a Johnny Walker Black, and we'll start getting crazy.
Why don't you take the antabuse like 𝗦𝗵cie?
I'm not taking that antabuse. I'm not taking any of that.
Why don't you go with some antabuse?
I know. I'm not taking any of that.
Turns the alcohol into propane or something. Formaldehyde.
No, yeah, you get
light
sick.
yourself on fire.
You start throwing up.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, I got to go, Artie. Whatever you do, good luck. You're the best. Take it easy, buddy.
Later.
Thank you, buddy.
Would it be too weird to take your mom to the gig?
That would be probably the weirdest thing ever, I guess.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know who's playing right before us? Megadeth.
Oh, that's great.
Great. Should be no pressure.
You know what? I'll be surrounded by friends of mine. I'll be fine. You know what?
Who's your friends?
It's a one-nighter. We're doing the gig. We're hitting Hartford Saturday night. The show's at 9 o'clock at the Webster.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the gig, get the check, and then bolt right back.
Oh, okay.
We'll be like the Jesse James joke.
All right.
So no overnighter.
Yeah, no overnighter.
Good.
You have a limo and a pizza waiting for you.
But you see, they keep pulling you back in, because it's not that I need the money. I'm very comfortable. I've been lucky. I've made some decent scratch, but in comedy, in 5 years, if I look back and said I turned that down, man, that's hard to do. It's a lot of scratch hours.
That's smart thinking.
If I told you what I was making Saturday night...
Smart thinking.
You know.
All right.
You'd go, you know what, man? You should do it.
Yeah, sober up and get out there.
Right, exactly.
Pull yourself together.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, let's test the waters.
I don't understand why it's so difficult not to drink.
Because you're not an addict.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. When you're an addict, you cannot think straight. I mean, it's like, I can't believe I have to deny myself something. I can't believe it. Why should I have to do that?
I do. And what my problem is,
You think you're entitled to everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you do. And you believe it.
And I'm streaky. Like, I got 90 days in right now.
Right.
But when...
yeah, and all you can think about is the day you break down.
When it goes the other way, then, yeah, of course, it gets a little more extreme.
And deep somewhere in your mind, you're thinking to yourself, you know what? Okay, I kind of know I shouldn't drink, but you're like, not really. I shouldn't drink.
Let me ask you something, though, Artie. Do you enjoy your life now, or is it torture?
A lot of my life is torture.
Oh.
But just because of my own, like what's in my head. Just because I have
my... screwball.
Well, because of the image I have of myself. It really is.
Yes.
But a lot of it's very pleasurable. Like this last weekend, I didn't have a gig, and me and Dana had two of the best dinners ever.
Right, you had a babysitter.
Yeah.
Not a babysitter.
Yeah, trust me.
We went out and we had a good
You're an
time.
addict.
Mommy.
You need a mom. Dude, you're an addict, dude. I know all about this stuff.
I've admitted
Dude, I need someone with me all the time. I'm out of control otherwise.
Or he'd be you.
Is there any?
I have other addictions, but not your kind, but other kinds, just as problematic.
Well, I'll give you an example. Norm Macdonald.
Why do you think I work 24 hours a day?
Norm Macdonald, one of my best friends ever, was in Atlantic City last weekend doing stand-up down at the Borgata.
Yeah.
And I more than anything wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had blown-off plans that me and Dana had with another couple, and they said, you know what, I'm not going to go because me and Norm in Atlantic City is...
Deadly.
That's the word for it. Right. Deadly. It's a recipe for disaster. We would go to. He even said you could come up. Maybe you'll come up before me. We'll do a little bit on stage together, like the old days. It'll be fun. We'll hit the casino. And then, cut to me calling you Wednesday from Virginia in a diner with Norm because we're trying to run away from loan sharks.
Right. All right. Well, listen, you're struggling, and I admire your struggle, and I hear it in your voice. That's all I'm saying. The pressure is definitely on.
Is there anything that...
You're killing me with the voice thing because I don't understand it.
I know you don't, but you trust me.
It's like another person is talking to us.
Holy Christ!
Ray, you're on the air.
Artie, you sound like Rush Limbaugh when he was on 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗿.
Well, thank you,
Artie,
sir. Thank you, sir, for the good news.
Wait. Listen, I love you, man. Since you've been on the show, I think it's so much funnier. I think what you're doing is great. You're staying sober. I know Dana. I used to work with her, actually, in 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗍 when she had a temp gig when one of the ladies was out on maternity leave. You have a great woman. Don't screw it up, man. Don't drink.
There you go.
Get a hold of yourself.
I do have a great woman. I must say, she really, really takes care of me.
Sure.
And you ask her, she knows Ray and Teresa. She'll know us from and so I'm not BSing you. And
sir, would you mind going with Artie to the gig and sitting there?
I would go with them in a heartbeat. I mean that. I would go. I don't drink.
Artie, this guy sounds solid to me.
Listen to me. I have a good career. I'm a solid guy. I have a wife and 2 kids. I don't drink. You could ask Dana all of this.
Are you free Saturday night to travel with Artie?
I will travel.
And don't be annoying and talk to him. So just
I will not do anything. I'll just make sure he doesn't get drunk. I'll make sure he's at the Stern show on Monday morning.
Sir,
Artie. Listen, Artie, I'll pay my own way. I'm not even looking for a freebie.
Wow.
No one was offering one.
Artie. Trust me, not on this show. Artie, let this guy nursemaid you.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I don't need it. I'll be up there.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Ray.
Ray. Let Ray go with you.
No.
Ray of Sunshine.
Talk to Dana. Go talk to Dana and ask her about me. She knows me. I'm not being...
Ray, I'm sure you're a nice guy, dude.
You first one out. I think you need Ray with you.
Ray, I'm sure you're a nice guy. I don't want you to come with me up there.
You sure, man?
I don't.
I'll give him money to go with you.
I don't need money. I don't need the money. I'll go.
I'll pay his expenses.
I could give him my own money if I wanted to.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on you.
It's not about the money, Artie.
No. The guy keep an eye on you.
Who are the people you asked to go with you?
I got to go up to Hartford to watch this
Really? I would have watched just backstage.
Is it sold out?
Artie, I listened to the show yesterday, and I'm telling you, I thought you were on something. Your voice did change. Howard's not lying when he says it.
I'm not on anything. What do you want
I'm not saying you are.
No
I'm
one's
not
saying
saying you are. But stress does a lot to a body.
You're stressed out.
You're stressed out. And I don't want to see you snap.
I'm always stressed out.
No, this is special.
Artie, you got to do that. You need to pull tape from a month ago and pull tape from yesterday and listen. And then I think maybe you could hear the difference yourself.
Guys, honestly, this conversation is not helping at all.
Is this adding more stress?
It's just being... this is the most retarded way to deal with the situation.
Oh, the Jack Daniels is on the phone.
Oh, man.
Hello, Artie. This is Jack Daniels.
What is he, Harvey Fire's thing?
I'm trying to do... what's his
Jack
name?
Daniels has gone gay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll guarantee you.
This is Jack Daniels. You're a homo like me. Let's go out and have a drink.
There's nothing wrong with a little drink every once in a while to take the edge off.
Right.
That's
Wait,
it.
Jack Daniels wants to say something.
Hey, Ray, stay away from my Artie.
All right, very good.
But
Thank
Artie,
you.
who are the people you asked to go with you who weren't available?
What do you mean?
You said nobody was available. Did you really ask somebody?
Well, Dana, of course, is always one.
Right.
My sister is another one.
Yeah, where's your sister?
My sister is working out of town.
All right.
I like to have, people like that around sometimes. But I have a lot of friends who care for me who would never let me get out of control.
Who?
Who, by the way, one is 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍. Nick,
who's a solid guy like that?
Nick barely drinks.
But he'll watch out for you?
Nick's like a healthy guy. Yeah, of course he would.
I don't believe that.
We all band together.
All right. Well, thank you, Ray. That was a very nice offer.
Anytime. Hey, Artie, good luck.
Thanks.
Very nice guy, Ray. I like Ray. I like that. There's a new power couple, Artie and Ray.
You know what? This is like a cliffhanger, though.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Don, you're on the air.
Artie, how's it going? Artie, hey, listen. I'm from CCC. I'm going to be hosting your gig at the Webster on Saturday.
Oh, Christ.
And I met you last time you were up there. Me and my wife, we met you backstage, which was a madhouse last time around.
Last time it was 2 sold-out shows. Like, it was crazy.
Is this one sold out, the Hartford gig?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Right, well, we're not drinkers either, so I just want to let you know I'll be there. I'll be hosting the show. And we'll give you the confidence you need to make it through it, man. You're a funny guy. You don't need the booze.
All right. Don says he's going to be there to watch over.
I have done stand-up sets stone cold sober and destroyed, believe me.
Hey, Tom, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi. Howard, I want to talk to Artie about doing a gig in Atlantic City. You know Sid Rosenberg?
Yeah, I know Sid.
Yeah, he was 120 days, and then he went to Atlantic City to do a gig. He never came back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they fired him. He went to Atlantic City. He never came back.
Because Sid knows, I know Sid. He's a good guy, I guess.
So you got 90 days now?
I guess.
You got about 30 more days to go.
I mean, look, he's got some issues. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Artie's so much more. Seriously, Artie's my man. It's not going to happen.
All right, I got confidence too. I'll see you later. I gotta go.
But you got to understand, I don't want to lead anybody on and disappoint anybody.
You're not going to disappoint
anybody. There's going to be a time where I may have a drink again.
You're not disappointing me.
Okay, I know I'm not disappointing you, Howard, and I'm my own person. I'll deal what I got to do.
You're your own man.
If it gets to the point where I can't show up for work a few more days, just fire me. Let me go, and I'll go try to get another gig.
All right.
This is how life is, but that's what goes on. If you can't make it in, you got to leave.
Why do you always want to be fired?
I don't always want to be fired, but I'm just saying I don't want you to feel like guilty about keeping me.
So you're thinking that when you do drink, you're going to miss some more days?
No.
He wants me to fire him for some reason. I don't get it. Whenever he's in the spotlight and all this talk about his drinking, he wants to get out of it.
As a comedian, I learned early on in life that I am not built for steady work. I'm not built for a regimented, stable...
Is that what you're back to now again with the radio show being a regular job?
No, I'm just not... It's just not in my makeup to have a regular... That's why I got into show business, because it always changes, like,
You want something different every day.
Right. That's why the best part of my life was when I was making the movies.
Well, you could always go back to Hollywood and make movies.
Yeah, but I can't.
Well, then what are you doing? So why would you give up this?
Well, let me ask you something. For
Sounds like you can't go to
years-
Hollywood. You can't stay here. Where are you going to go?
The television, I could probably work in
That's
TV.
every day, Artie.
Yeah. That's an everyday gig.
No, but it's
And if you're successful at it, it's 14, 15-hour days. It ain't this.
Oh, no, not the kind of TV I would do. A supporting actor is retired.
Okay.
It's retired.
All right.
It's retired work.
All right. Well, I hope it works out for you.
I could play the fat neighbor on some crap show and
A lot of guys hoping to play the fat neighbor. Think about it. And I'm not saying you won't get the gig, but then if the show doesn't go to pilot, you don't know. You don't know.
There's nothing better than this show, I'm telling you. But I don't have, I'm bad at stability.
So now, again, this is bad for you. This is driving you crazy.
It's not driving me crazy. Like right now, even as torturous as this conversation is, it's so much fun to be at work right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's great, but I just have this thing in me where I like change. I like to change every once in a while, you know.
For 4 years you were happy and you never said a word, and then all of a sudden it just became this burden.
It's not a burden. It's not a burden.
But, no, I think at times it is. It isn't a burden all the time, but there's days where you do feel it's a burden. It's no cut against us. It's just the idea of being somewhere becomes
Because he hears, like, Norm and all his pals, like Spade, went to the baseball game one night, or when, and Artie had to be in bed.
But let me ask you a question.
Give him the business.
Yeah, they give him the business.
If you said, you would like to go do, like, a supporting role, but if, say, you got it's a great gig, you're making great money, but it's a show that deep in your heart, you just know. I mean, you just know it's a crap show. Right. You're now the guy on 2.5 Men. Okay, you're the neighbor of 2.5 Men. Now, I know it's a great gig, but you know in your heart that that's just not a quality show. Well, you'd still be happy?
Well, here's the trade-off. I used to have this conversation with Norm. Norm said, for a little while in my career, I knew I was funny doing Weekend Update and my stand-up, and I got it out of my system. Now I'm doing the sellout part. That's my retirement. Like, the 4 years I've been on this show, I was on the funniest show ever for 4 years and had some good moments on it and did well, and then maybe I'll go sell out now, and like
sell out where, though?
Have the good memories of being.
Dude, it sounds like a path to disaster. Rich, you're on the air.
It could also fail.
Hey, what's up?
Sounds awful. Yes, Rich.
Yeah, Artie, man, people need to leave Artie alone. Like, man, he sounds fine.
I really do think I sound fine. As a matter of fact, since
you're almost Edtorian at this point.
Yeah.
Artie, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not joking around.
Artie, are you in fact doing fine?
And Howard can attest to this. Artie, I swear to God, I'm not making a joke. There were probably 4 times during yesterday's show, you can't see me and Howard, where we looked at each other when you were talking. And we're like, what's going on? Am I right, Howard?
That's true.
It was just a sound. I'm not saying you're on anything. I'm saying that your voice sounded different yesterday.
He might be a little bit hoarse. He might be hoarse, but that's about it.
He's stressed out about Hartford.
My voice, I'm not stressed out about Hartford.
He hates that stand-up, man. It drives him nuts.
I don't hate it, but it's amazing money.
Yes.
It's amazing money. It's hard to turn down.
And you should take it, but enjoy it. Go have some fun.
Well, who enjoys, working?
I don't know, getting up on stage and having people laugh and having that ability you have. And
the crowd. The
crowd loves you. I mean,
the crowds are great.
You should be full of the adoration and attention you're getting. If you're a hungry wolf, eat it all up.
You know what? And it is a high to do that, but I get I don't know, maybe I don't love the attention as much as I thought I would when I was younger.
You love it.
You always.
Hey, Artie, when's that movie come out?
If I'm lucky, it'll come out
before he dies.
If I'm lucky, it'll come out next spring.
Oh, for real? That's cool.
I mean, And you know what? Honestly, I really think the film might have came out all right. And I'm usually negative. I think it feels like it came out okay.
Well, I thought Artie was high and went, I think the movie already came out already, and I missed it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that movie. I like your movie.
There you go, Artie. You see, you got the movie. You got a lot of excitement in your life.
Thanks.
All right, pal. Thank you. All right, leave him alone now. What do you want, Sal? Leave him alone.
I love Artie. Leave him alone. I was at Artie's rap party, you know, the one without any air conditioning with the Karate Kid.
Christ.
With the Karate Kid.
Who is a fantastic guy, by the way. Watch yourself.
Bring him to Hartford with you.
He could be sponsored.
He should be free.
And Artie's best friend, Kamal, the Tarbosh from the Jerky Boys, was hanging out outside the place.
Right. What? The Tarbosh?
His name is the character he used on the Jerky Boys.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So Kamal's hanging out outside with this dude, and this guy goes, hey, Sal. He goes, I was the grip in Artie's movie.
Yeah.
I said, cool. He goes, you know, I was also the grip in Kamal's Jerky Boy movie. What a piece of crap that was.
Right.
So we start laughing. I go, how was Artie's movie? He goes, come on, another piece of crap.
Oh, no.
You know, Sal, you're a mother after me. You really, that's not fair.
That's not nice. That's not fair.
I think Artie's movie's going to be great. This guy was funny. It was a funny story.
Yeah,
he's funny.
He was a real scream.
Why are you laughing then, Howard?
I'm laughing at your insensitivity to my man. I am. Get out of here, you ungrateful.
You know what? James Cameron said that telling someone their movie sucks before you've seen it is like telling a woman her unborn baby's ugly.
Right.
The guy's got no idea whether the movie...
Right.
So I'm going to come to your defense. There's a woman I know who works on every major film you know. And I'm not going to say what she does and stuff, but I know her. She's behind the scenes. And whenever you sit and watch, like, these scenes being done disjointedly and stuff, like, you go, who the hell's going to watch it? And then you're talking about some of the biggest movies of all time, where she would say, oh, my God, I watched them make it, and it seems so horribly boring.
Yeah.
And, but you never know.
Thanks, Sal, my buddy, for relaying what a grip said at my rap party. What? I appreciate it.
Artie, we're just breaking balls. You get
out of here.
Too uptight.
Yeah. Oh, look who's uptight.
Artie, just take a drink already. Get it over with.
I'm too uptight.
Yeah, I mean, the guy told a funny story. He's a grip. What does he know?
Let's talk more about why Earthquake's funny and not.
I mean, you know how...
All right, thank you, Sal.
You're welcome.
Radio's got two elements, and you're not one of them.
Yes, Nick, you're on the air.
Howard.
Don't get into a verbal fight with me.
Nick, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, Artie, I got to tell you something, Artie. I loved Jackie when he was on the show.
So did I.
I thought the show was going to, like, maybe a little bit without him there. But when Artie got there, this guy brought life to that show. And Artie, man, we love you, dude.
And let me tell you something.
What's up?
There's no bigger Artie fan than me. Because I'm the guy
Artie's
who wants
great. And Howard, when you guys go over there, when we all go over there, I got to tell you, man, I think Artie's going to take the show over.
That's right. Artie, I am grooming Artie so that in 5 years when I leave, he can be really miserable.
You better groom somebody else, bro.
Hey,
I think you're perfect for this job.
You better groom somebody else.
It's going to be you and Fred on the air. And then you'll really be in a nightmare.
You give it to Freddie.
Fred will straighten you right out, my friend.
I'll be Fred's side.
Right, Freddie, you don't want to hear any nonsense.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
Right.
I'm not giving you any
What do you think, Fred?
I think Artie is a little shaky right now, and you guys are being really cruel.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know. I'm worried about it.
I've been a loyal soldier in the Stern family since the mid-'80s, brother. Don't worry about it. I'm there. We're going to be having a good time over at...
Yeah, I mean, Howard, do you ever think...
By the way, we were over at the new studio yesterday and looking things over, and come on, state of the art. Spectacular, right?
It's going to be an amazing, positive, wonderful place to go to work. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Artie found Hawaiian punch in the refrigerator.
The kitchen,
and that's all it took.
The kitchen is like extraordinary.
Yeah, it's a vibe over there.
There's Hawaiian punch in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Soda and pretzels and snacks.
And there's no change thing on it. You just open the door and get a drink.
There's Hawaiian punch in the kitchen with crushed ice, for Christ's sake.
You know what they did over there for us? They laid out these cardboard cutouts to show us where we would sit and what it would look like. And the weird thing I found out is those cardboard cutouts are the actual set. So that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough to work there, then.
Yeah, that's fun.
The security guy there told me that joke.
Oh.
I thought it was funny.
It was fun. It was good. I heard
went over big.
It didn't sound too professional.
What's the grip say? I must say he was using it a lot, though, because I heard it, too.
Oh, did you?
Oh, he did.
Yeah. He was spreading it around.
Ah, man. All right, I mean, if it's stressing you out, I won't take any more calls.
No, take whatever you want.
Are you not going to read us the email?
As a matter of fact, I want to hear it.
You do?
Yes, I do.
All right, you want to hear that Bobo wants to be your sponsor?
Hey, how you doing there? Bobo? What's going on there?
Go ahead.
Hey, Artie, man, we all love you. But you're on a thin, tight rope here, buddy. I think this club scene wouldn't be good for you, even though it's a lot of money, man. A guy with a drinking problem is not good.
But don't you,
and I could be a sponsor, man. When
you have a drinking problem, though, don't you have to learn to be in those situations and learn to cope with it?
No, it's the worst thing to do.
At some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Artie doesn't have enough time in,
exactly.
I think.
Right.
Yeah. I see.
But he already did the wedding, and he came through with flying colors. That's a big thing.
But
Dana
was there.
I was with Dana. That was a big
Yeah, you did well.
That was a big thing. And you know what? At Ross's wedding, I had a blast.
Yeah.
I really did.
I saw that.
I danced. I was, hanging out.
He said he had a dance. Was he being truthful?
Yeah. He was being truthful.
Hey, Howard.
Did you dance at Ross's Zapin's wedding? Well, maybe something about that.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you doing? Artie, it sounds like you're on Xanax, man. I mean, I love you, but...
Oh, for the love of God.
See, you wanted to hear it.
You're hearing it, pal.
All right, no, actually, I'll be dead honest with you. I am not on Xanax. I promise you.
Okay. I love you, Art.
I love you, too.
All right, Rich, go ahead. What's up? Rich, you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Listen, Art, I want to know, how are you going to handle it when you're on stage and people start buying all kinds of drinks and stuff all night?
Well, it's an issue, man, but it's you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I kind of created that atmosphere, and now I got to deal with it,
Everybody's going to have a shot for you, aren't
Can't you hand them a Poland Springs or what?
What's that?
You drink enough water, you can get high somewhere.
Yeah, you know what I'll do, Howard? I'll walk out with a Poland Spring bottle so I can get used to the 2,000 people in unison chanting faggot.
I don't think anyone in that theater Saturday night would try to tempt you with alcohol.
Oh,
I really don't.
Howard, I would say about 80% of them would.
Howard, what would you do if you were in the audience?
I was being sarcastic, my dear.
But I'm just saying, what would you do?
I would send a bottle up to the stage.
Of course.
Do you know how many people in our audience want to be the guy that got Artie off the wagon?
Yeah.
Hey, you know me? I got Artie off the wagon.
I was the guy who gave Artie the bottle of Jack Daniels that night in Hartford. 2006, I remember. Whatever it is. What year is this?
2005.
Oh, you have no idea. I announced when we were doing the Bally's weight loss contest in here for the 15 Gs.
Yeah.
The weekend before the first weigh-in, I had a gig in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I got on stage. I did not say a word. I didn't even say hello yet. I feel something hit me in the arm. Full sub sandwich.
Well, for what it's worth, I was the guy who threw the celery stick at you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for you. Well, listen, man, you'll be good. And
I'm not going to be good.
You'll be fine.
It's going to end in a fiery hotel.
So then it'll end in a fiery
Look, you know what I'm
That'll
thinking?
be good, too.
Is that guy who used to travel with Joe Walsh available?
Smokey?
Yeah.
He didn't do much good. You know what got Joe off booze?
What?
And got him off everything?
What?
The Eagles sat him down and said, "You're out of the band."
Money.
Money.
Oh, they told him how much they could make a night without him.
Yeah.
Joe was paid to stop drinking.
Well, it was a good gig.
Do you realize, though, but my personal appearance guy, do you realize he gets offers for me to come? And I've gotten offers to go to a wedding and do a shot with the couple.
And they'll pay you for that.
How much will they offer?
$3,500.
That's funny.
Well, one shot.
Oh, yeah. I'll stop there, I'm sure. Okay, guys, I did the one shot. That's fine. I'm going to take off.
Andy, you're on the air.
Hi, Artie. How you doing? I just called to... How's it going? Listen, just calling to say that definitely when you guys got to the show, man, I enjoy it much better now.
Right.
But
thank you.
I mean, you do sound a little skittish, but I hope you pull through this.
Artie's my man. Artie's going to be fine.
Or not.
Or not, but it'll be fun to watch.
Whether I'm fine or not, it'll be good radio.
That's all we ask.
That's all I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Nah, you'll be fine. Just don't screw it up. All right?
Either way, he's not going to screw it up.
If I had jumped off that couch in Vegas and died, could you imagine the ratings?
Are you kidding? I'm smelling 25% of all people in America listening if you jump off a couch yourself. I can milk that for an entire 3-month rating period.
And you know what? If you want to, fine.
You know what, Artie?
Just buy my mother an El Dorado.
Okay, you got a deal.
Okay.
Do they still make those?
Well, get an old one.
Yeah, I'll find one.
Artie, even if you take a drink, you don't have to keep drinking.
Right.
You can.
I don't, Robin.
The next day can be day one.
Richard Simmons always said it's always a new day.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, what's up?
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
I wanted to ask you about the new station over at
Yeah.
When you're going to have someone on before you actually get there? You're going to have people on, or what's the story with that?
All I will say about it is the channel physically gets on the air September 29th. And then what happens between the 29th and January 9th when we get there is out of my control. But certainly things can be broadcast on there.
But all 3 channels will have something on maybe the 29th, or just
who knows what will be on there? That's all I'm going to say.
I like
I'm going to say. We're going to try and get things on there, but it's out of my control.
And Howard, as far as Artie, I mean, you got to just read between the lines. You know, he goes to Yankees games. He's disappointed in himself that he wasn't a professional baseball player. You know, he sees all these friends of his and big movie stars, and you know he's funnier than these guys. But these guys are making 10 times the amount of jack he is. Of course, I mean,
Hollywood is littered with people who feel they're the funniest person on the earth. It's not always a question of who's the funniest. Artie's the funniest. It's also a question of career management and doing what you're happy with. And I just want to see Artie happy. That's all. He's my bro. And I got his back. That's all.
First of all,
end of discussion.
First of all, I'm not the funniest. The famous.
Oh, yes, you are. You are absolutely
the famous people I know are hilariously funny people, and they deserve it.
All right. Richard, what do you want to say?
Something real quick. Everybody's busting Artie's balls about drinking, but somebody else that we work with, I think, might have a drinking problem, because we went to Del Frisco's yesterday, and this person started drinking a Heineken at like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it was Sal. And,
tell me.
Then what happened?
Well, he had a weird excuse.
Get it off Artie.
Where do you hear this?
What do you say? What, Artie, Heineken at 1 o'clock in the afternoon is a drinking problem?
Thing?
Well, Artie asked him, he said, why are you drinking this early? And Sal goes, well, since I did the Heineken Amsterdam thing, if any fans see me, I want them to see me with a Heineken.
So Sal had a beer with lunch, and you think he has a drinking problem?
Well, I mean...
No, it's the reason he had
problem,
he orders a Heineken in the middle of this restaurant in Manhattan in case a fan sees him not drinking one.
Because there were windows everywhere in the restaurant.
He had to...
Hey, he's thinking of his image. All right, look. I could go on with these phone calls and never take a break.
Go ahead, I want to hear it.
All right. Jeff the drunk.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
Let's go out drinking, dude.
There you go. There's a guy who wants to be with you.
There's a guy I want to be in 3 years.
Yeah. Jim, go ahead. Yes, Jim.
Hey, Artie, hang in there, man. Don't listen to these guys. They're just pulling your string, man. You're doing great, and we're all proud of you, man. And you can definitely make it through this show without drinking.
You're the guy who's screwing him up. Yeah. That puts pressure on him.
No, he's not.
No,
he's being nice to me.
Howard, man, you guys are being just... I mean, I love you, Howard. I've been listening since '86, man, but you guys are being cruel. That's right, man. I mean, Artie, you're doing fantastic. That's what you guys should be telling them, man. Artie, you can make it.
Artie, you can make it. You're fantastic.
Yeah, that makes for a good show.
Oh, haven't we said that, Artie? It's been great.
Time for a jingle.
No, don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
No, that didn't work. How come my Douche 100 jingles aren't working?
Is that what you're going to call the new station, Howard? Douche 100?
I don't know.
I was thinking like...
Probably just going to be Howard.
What about Stern Unleashed?
No. Don't need anything like that.
No?
No.
I had to go to the doctor yesterday, speaking of health.
Oh, that's right. You had your checkup.
Yeah, I had my checkup.
What's wrong with you?
The guy did the old, bend over with the rubber.
But you're fine, right?
With the rubber glove. Actually, I got some great news. He goes, you have as normal and healthy a prostate as a person could possibly have.
Wow.
So that was kind of good, I guess. Sure. I mean, that's one less thing I got to worry about.
Hey, Artie, you're doing great.
Your prostate's doing great.
You didn't find a pizza up there, Artie?
I always thought I had enough red meat up my gazoo to feed India, but,
All right, good for you. Artie, clean bill of health. Look at you. You're doing great.
Actually, the guy told me that I'm not doing that bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cholesterol was down again. It's down to 198.
I mean, certainly you've been watching what you eat. I see you eating an apple every day.
Is 198 that bad?
Not at all.
It's like double each.
198, you're doing great, Artie. Artie, you're doing great.
140.
What's your cholesterol?
I think about you're going to die if you. I've been told mine's the lowest they've ever seen.
Really?
Like in the 80s.
You're genetic.
Yeah.
So you got to ruin it.
Yeah.
I was at 260, though, so put it that way.
Nice.
Yeah. You should have been dead.
How did you manage to get a 198 with 4 days of nonstop pizza?
Well, no.
It's a miracle.
I was 260 years ago.
Listen, I got to take a break. I could talk to you about all this stuff.
You know what? I got to take a break, too. I can't wait till satellite where we can have this discussion for 7 straight hours.
With very little interruption.
Yeah.
I hate to take a break, but I have to. And thank you, sir, on the phone.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these words.
You're listening to all Howard Stern.
I got an email from Andy Bloom yesterday who said, hey, congratulations on the bridge ratings and blah, blah, blah. I've never heard in my life of what a bridge rating is, but
yeah, what's that?
Now I know about it. And you know what? I'm gonna gloat a little bit here, and I'm gonna get a big ass smile on my face. This is an article that came out. For the first time since it began tracking interest in subscriptions to satellite radio by listeners of Howard Stern in the fall of 2004, Bridge Ratings and Research now has enough information to begin projecting actual numbers of subscribers. And then it goes into the company, and it appears now that will boost its subscriber base by over 750,000 in the fourth quarter. As our panels indicate, not only a high passion index for Stern's show, and people want it for themselves. But many also intend to give Howard for the holidays.
I would have imagined, yes.
This quarter will be the tipping point as Sirius surpasses XM in quarterly subscriber count.
Wow.
They also say the potential audience Howard will take with him to satellite service, Sirius satellite service, in January of 2006. Bridge Ratings has been surveying, and they say over 1.5 million people. The first, what is this? Jeez, I lost it all. Glendale, California, no. I lost it all, but something about 1 million. You know, where the hell is that? See, if I read the whole article to you, I'm afraid it'd be boring, so I miss a lot of stuff. The Glendale,
ever heard of a highlighter?
Yeah, but, you know, I get this stuff in 2 seconds. Response to queries regarding... No, you know, I have heard of a highlighter, actually. So you had already... A highlighter. I didn't know about that.
I gotta enter the wonderful world of highlighters.
For the purposes of the survey, Bridge Ratings interviewed both current Stern listeners and those who no longer can hear Stern in their markets. Conservatively, 10% of those interviews said it's very likely that they will subscribe. They intend to give satellite subscriptions as holiday gifts. Based on our estimate, that would project over blah, blah, blah. But where was the number they said by 2006? Oh, Bridge Ratings projects that between now and February 2006, over 1,400,000 listeners will become new subscribers.
That's a lot in a very short period of time.
Believe me, a lot of our fans have already signed up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a major amount of subscriptions to be sold in a short period of time.
Well, my point is this. Never went to you, Panero, over at our competition, XM, you know, saying that I have very little impact. I just hate these guys. They sit and woo you for years, and then he has to say something nasty about me that I have very little impact. I mean, you could say a lot of crummy things about me, but don't say we don't have an impact. We have an audience. We have fans who dig the show and all that stuff.
He actually should be thanking you because I think because of some confusion, he sold a few.
Yeah, exactly. Probably helped him as well.
I mean, to say you don't have an impact...
Then why are you trying to hire me so badly?
But saying that's just like retarded.
Yeah. Well,
people should have laughed him out of the room when he said it.
And believe me, 5 years ago, I was going to sign with those guys, but, man, they sure have a way of dragging their feet over at that company like you wouldn't believe. They got to go through 50,000 guys on a board of directors before they get back to you. And that's their problem in a nutshell. When you got a guy like Scott Greenstein or Mel Karmazin, it's a whole different story.
Greenstein.
Yeah. That's his name, right?
No, it's Greenstein.
It's Greenberg.
I saw him yesterday. I thought his head was going to explode. Sits me down. No, wait. You got to do that. You got to do that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Wait a second. Who's on the phone? Alicia Keys? You won't believe how many artists are over here. Oh, it's like MTV, the early days.
Oh, Nelly.
His head's going to explode.
He's like the Three Stooges all rolled up into one.
Well, I couldn't imagine being in charge of 120 channels.
I know. His head should be singing.
We got to get him on the air when we get over there. My head's spinning from doing 3 channels. I took my daughter. I took my daughter to dinner last night. Who's sitting at the next table? Martha Stewart.
Oh yeah.
With her daughter and
on the channel.
Yeah. So the two of us say hello. Then we're talking. Then Martha comes over to my table with some dude she knows, and 2 other women pull up there. I was with my daughter. And next thing I know, everyone's at my table.
They joined you?
Yeah, well, they were asking me some opinions about the channel and what they should do with the Martha Stewart channel and all this kind of stuff. And I gave them.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Giving away your good ideas.
Wow, why not?
Let her pay you to consult her. She wouldn't give it to you.
All for the cause. I want everyone subscribing. So
she's a billionaire. Let her pay you.
Well, she says to me, we're doing this talk show for girls and everything. I said, okay, here's the name of the show. Girl Town. No men allowed. She goes, why do I have to call it that? I go, because then I'm listening. If I'm not allowed, I'm there.
That's right. Keep me out, I'm right there.
Girl Town's going to be girls just bashing guys and talking about what creeps they are.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe they'll use it.
Let's see. If she doesn't, I'll do it.
She goes, well, will you listen to the show and critique it for us? I said, no.
Absolutely not. I have 3 channels of my own.
I said, I got 3 channels of my own that my head's going to explode from. I was in 57 meetings trying to figure out our new studios, everything. I was there quite late yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't leave when we left?
Oh, no. The party just began. Yeah.
They kept you.
Yeah. Well, I was with Jeremy.
Are you going to play all types of, music, genre-wise?
Music? F music, man.
No, not at all.
Hell no. They got enough music.
On your show, you can play music.
On the Artie show, if you want to do a half-hour of music, go ahead.
But you would never consider playing a song on any of yours?
Oh, yeah, I play songs, if I feel like it.
Right.
Yeah, just like we do here now.
Yeah.
No, but I mean a whole tune.
There's so many crazy ideas in my head. I've never had this opportunity in my life.
Right.
I've never had this kind of opportunity. Someone says to me, you could have 3 channels? I mean, Artie.
Hey, absolutely.
Let's go. Come on, man. What are you doing?
I know it would stress out Artie.
Stop stressing out. I got it under control.
I'm not a go-getter.
No, you got to start using your head for this. This is a whole new thing for everybody. What's the matter with you? Wake up out of that coma.
You want me to use my head?
Yeah.
Artie, you could create your own radio sitcom.
No, Christ.
You and Norm, you could sit there and stare at each other. Hey, Artie, let's go to Vegas.
You know that gambling show you wanted to do?
And then we'll run out of Virginia and hide from people.
Yeah.
You know that gambling show you wanted to do?
Right.
You could do that.
Oh, God, I'll lose money for my listeners. Did you imagine? Oh, man.
Oh, dude, have you ever seen me this charged up? Honest to God.
Not since I've known you.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Robin has seen me this charged up, and in the last 10 years has said to me, you hate it here. We have to get out.
Yeah.
The FCC's you, the religious rights you.
It is impressive.
And I said, well, they haven't invented the satellite yet. And then she said, well...
You knew.
And then Robin said, you're kidding, they're going to invent something like that? I go, oh, yes.
I thought he was crazy. He said there's going to be a satellite.
Where no one's going to censor me.
Subscribe to radio. And I said, you're out of your mind.
What's the first dirty word you're going to use on that?
Let me think. I thought about this.
Yeah. I know. I'm reserving the C word.
You love that word. You've been waiting to unleash it.
That's a standby, yeah. But it's got to be used strategically.
Well, I'm not talking about dropping it every minute.
Yeah.
But, he's just talking about opening the show.
The first word out of my mouth talking about.
I think I might go with C.
It's kind of gay, but all right.
I mean, calling somebody one.
All right. Don't call Fred that.
I won't.
Set him right off.
I'll never do that to Fred.
It is 𝗲𝗲𝗄𝗿. What mic are you on? Which control? 3? Yeah.
I'm on 3.
Okay.
So I was up at a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And Jay Thomas was doing a show. And he's like, hey, man, come on in. Come and say hello. And I said, well, I really can't because I still work for Infinity. But my first thought was to say the F word. Like, I was going to go on and say, how the F are you?
Right.
You immediately want to curse. Even though it's not creative.
Right. We might not be creative for a few days.
Yeah, you might have to deal with that.
But you really want to curse right away.
Martha Stewart didn't look bad to me.
Martha Stewart looks better since prison.
Yeah.
How old is she?
If I wasn't mistaken, I thought maybe she wanted to get it on with me.
Well, you said that when you met her before, that she...
I get a feeling she likes me
she
in a way.
has a thing for you. But I think maybe she does that to every guy.
I heard she's very flirtatious.
But daughter's good looking.
How old is she around?
I don't know, but she looks like a model. She's like all tall and thin.
Martha was a model at one time.
Is that right?
That's what they say.
Oh, no, yeah, the daughter's hot.
I do her and the daughter. That's a good thing for that channel. Or do it over on my channel.
Thing?
How about if I do her and her daughter on the channel?
Well, that'll be good for us.
Can the daughter cook and, like, sew a hook rug out of nothing, too, and all that stuff?
I think she's done some of that stuff with her mother.
Well, the daughter's running the channel, and I go, what has she been in radio? What credentials does she have? But I didn't get into it.
You know, Martha doesn't need credentials.
Credentials, schmoodentials.
Seems to know what she's doing. She's a billionaire.
And her daughter doesn't either.
Yeah. I invited Martha to come on and say the C word on our channel.
Did you invite Martha to come on our show here?
Yeah, I said, you have an open invitation.
What'd she say?
She said, good. She invited me on her new talk show, her television show, to cook. I said, I make a wicked baked apple on the grill, but I ain't going on there, I said.
Why don't you go cook on her show in exchange for her coming on the roast? Let her come and roast you.
Ooh.
Say, come, I'll do your show.
Go ahead.
You come and roast me.
Okay. Call her up and tell her that.
Okay.
All right. That's good. What was I going to tell you?
Oh, who else we ran into up there yesterday?
You see, I didn't run into him. Gary was up there, and Gary ran into was he the Indian or the
cowboy? The
cowboy from the Village People.
Oh.
I don't even know his name.
Man,
how did you know?
That guy looks a little odd.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't at first. Somebody said, I mean, the guy's in a cowboy outfit.
You see this picture? It's on howardstern.com right now. This is Sal, Richard, and the cowboy from the Village People.
Oh, my goodness.
Richard was very excited.
Let me take a look at that.
Richard had some story about it. He said it was kind of weird. He said that the guy has some new music out.
He did a remake.
The rest of the Village People?
Yeah, he did a remake of Rhinestone Cowboy.
Wow. Beautiful. Do you have it?
Yeah, it's on that CD.
Oh.
We were in the elevator, and the door was getting ready to close. Like, there was about 5 of us. And he come over and yelled. He's like, hey, you, don't leave without letting me get one of your cards. I was like, well, I don't have any cards, sorry.
Is that how he talks?
Kind of.
Yeah. And
why do you think he approached you, Richard?
How come? We got to get some cards. You are?
Yeah, if you don't go with the company, you're against the company.
What company are you with now?
I'm with the 𝗦𝗫𝗿𝗍𝗍 company.
Good idea. In other words, what you're saying is, if you choose to fight someone, maybe set up your own pay-per-view.
I'll be doing my own promotions, and I'll be co-promoting with possibly some other companies that have already started their businesses.
Well, who are you going to fight? That's the question, yeah.
We got to find the toughest guy possible.
Who is the toughest guy around beside yourself?
There's a bunch of guys who are very tough, you know. You got to look at the ones who are going to sell the most tickets.
You ever lose to anyone?
Of course. Actually, I just lost 2 weeks ago, Howard. I lost a decision to a guy who ran away from me. If anybody got to see the match, he ran away from me for 3 rounds. And
you lost the decision. Do you think it was because the guys who you work for?
100%.
You do?
They put me against a guy who would run away from me and try to pick points. And anybody watched the fight, I came to fight. I tried to press the fight. There's a few times I was like, come on, man. Stop pussing out. Let's fight.
What's the best way to fight a man? Let's say I'm in the street. I've got to fight a guy. What's the most damage I can do? Sock him?
The best way
Chuck Zito told me to punch a guy in the jaw here and you'll knock him out.
Yeah, I usually talk my way out of it. I'm like, hey,
on the street you talk.
Yeah,
give
you
advice
have
to pussies
well,
like
all of
me.
a sudden someone pulls a gun on you. You'd be pulling Matrix and stuff and be dodging bullets.
Yeah,
I don't know that move yet.
But a pussy guy like me, I get one shot at this. What's the best thing I could do in a street fight?
Talk your way out of it.
Talk my way out of it.
Of course.
Oh, boy, that always works.
You got the best weapon already.
Well, the best thing is, you know, just kill the anger right off the bat and go be positive and, you know, try to reinforce good nature around it, and you'll solve it right there.
After your last fight, you were not allowed to do a press conference after the fight. Why is that?
I thought we lived in the United States of America, right?
Yeah, we do live in the United States of America.
I thought so last time I looked, and I walked up and they're like, you can't come in. I mean, you can't come in.
Who told you can't come in?
One of the ladies who work for the UFC. And
because you're a troublemaker.
No, I'm not a troublemaker. I speak my mind, and I'm not going to hold anything back. She's like, you can't come in here. I'm like, well, you better call security, because last time I looked, this is United States of America. Went and sat down, and they've done everything in their power trying to not let me be in there.
Who's going to be able to stop? A woman stopped you from getting up there and making your...
She tried to.
Press conference, but you did get up.
Yeah, I went and sat down, and I was like, you guys got to call security because I'm not leaving. I've been to, the last 11 years, over 25 press conferences after my fights, and you guys are not going to let me be in this press conference? Get security.
At the press conference, did you say, I feel I won the fight and that I was given this decision because of my business relationship with the UFC?
I didn't go that far. I'm not looking for excuses, I lost the fight, plain and simple. The guy ran away from me the whole time. I tried to, conflict with him and, get a fight going. That's what we came there to entertain the fans who watched the fight. And it didn't come down to that. He ran away, picked his points, and when he scored on me is when I was out of position.
All right, fair enough. You're a brave man to get in the ring with anyone.
Thank you so much.
You, of course, everyone knows you bang Jenna Jameson on a regular basis.
It's my woman, Howard.
That is your woman?
Yes, sir.
You are not going to get married to her?
Nah, we don't need to get married. No extra pressure.
She says she wants to have children, though.
Yes, we are working on that.
You are?
Yes.
Why is there a delay?
Currently working on it.
Why is there a delay?
Yes.
Well, this last year we've been very, very busy. So this
Too busy to bang?
No, that's every day. Come on, Howard.
You bang her every day without a rubber?
Of course.
Okay, and you blow your load inside of her. I take it, right?
Crazy.
Right, you don't pull out. Do you pull out? You do
I don't
not.
know. Do you pull out?
No. I wear a rubber because I don't want to get my woman pregnant. I don't want more kids. I've had 3 kids. Now, you're in a different situation.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is when you're actively trying, you're a man's man, that full load, I know you must have a huge load, a big set of balls.
That's what she said, yeah.
And you have not impregnated her yet. I would think a man of your stature, a man of your prowess, would have impregnated her on the first try.
Right.
Much as I did when I had my children.
Right.
Now, why
we will. We're working,
Is it your problem or Jenna's?
I don't think it's either of our problem. It's just, there's a time for God to put us in the right position at the right time.
So you blame God?
I don't blame God. I blame God for
Are
anything.
you doing the things like taking the temperature every day so you know?
We haven't got to that point yet.
I'll
Right
take
now,
her
it's more of
temperature.
it's a fun loving, as you could say.
I see.
Right,
Yes.
you haven't taken her temperature yet.
Yeah, no,
Olivia,
we're
that can be fun too.
Yeah, right.
If you can't conceive, will you adopt?
I think the next step after that is, going having someone else possibly having a kid for us.
Surrogate.
Yes, possibly. You never
What
know.
about Robin? It's your surrogate.
I'm not a surrogate.
Robin, you actually look great. You lost a lot of weight. You look very, very good. I'm
Now,
very proud of you.
You made a statement recently that you and Jenna are now investigating Scientology.
That was you always got to find interest to something, I mean, as a kid growing up, I looked at Mormons, Christianity, Lutherans. I did through all that.
Why are you and Jenna Jameson investigating Scientology? You told me you'd come back here and tell me what you found in your investigation.
I found it's a little bit of everything that people believe in.
Yeah. So you're not a Scientologist?
No.
Are you thinking of becoming a Scientologist?
Maybe. I don't know.
Possibly. Wow. E-meters, a whole thing.
Yeah,
no, not that much. That's a little too much intense to it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's a little too intense. I know. You know what? I believe in just being a good man, and treating people with respect and help others around you. And, I think God put us on this planet for that reason.
Tito, you've written an explosive new book.
Yes.
It is
I was
called,
working on it last time I was on here with you.
It's called This Is Gonna Hurt. It's in stores now. I'll tell you about Tito's book signing. I know a lot of fans want to go out and say hi to Tito.
Sure.
Is Jen in town with you for the book signing?
Yes, she is.
Will she show up to the book signing?
I I think she will.
What will she wear to the book signing? Will she wear panties?
Of course.
She's a wild girl.
Yeah, she's calmed down a whole bunch. She's a different woman. Oh, she's a totally different girl.
Why, in God's name, do you address this in the book? Why did you wait a month to bang Jenna Jameson? Explain
respect
that.
value.
Respect.
It's respect value.
It's a woman who enjoys sexuality. You can respect a woman and bang her on the first night.
Yeah, but it's a big difference, man.
He wanted to be different.
Different?
Yeah.
Different?
Yeah.
That's what they say every day, I guess.
I
don't know.
I never want to be different.
No, with me, it's a big respect value, and I respect her a whole bunch.
Did she think you were gay because you did not have sex with her?
I hope not. Jeez.
It probably
what was
made
I
her
get?
crazy.
I'd be the toughest gay guy in the world, that's for sure. Wow.
Why, you don't think there are any gay men in the UFC?
Of course there is. I think that one guy who I don't like might be gay. Oh, wait, he's married.
There you go. So you're wrong. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you say in your book, too, you cheated on your first wife.
Yes.
You did. You admitted that.
Yes.
That's not an easy thing to admit.
It was, when I wrote this book, the reason was I had a lot of skeletons in the closet, a lot of built-up aggression towards my parents, and it was time for me to get my therapy out.
Why the aggression to the parents?
Because, at a young age, from the age of 6 to about 13, seeing them using heroin and being around gangs and the stuff that I got subdued to at a very young age, I shouldn't have been there, and I had a lot of anger towards my parents because of what they put me through. And my mother wrote me a letter when I was 25. She actually took me away from my father, and we moved back to Huntington Beach, and she got clean, and that's when I got back into wrestling and stuff, and that's what saved me. And I got to thank my mother, for her being a complete heroin addict to cleaning herself up and changing her whole lifestyle because of me for my future. I thank her 100%,
Well, yeah, I mean, the heroin addiction is a pretty strong grip, and the fact that she did something for you, as opposed to herself.
I mean, she was with my father for 15 years, and that's very unselfish of her to do what she did and, give me a second chance at life.
Let me understand something, Tito. So you're saying when you were growing up, your mom and dad were both on heroin?
Correct.
And they abandoned you?
Pretty much, I'd be there to be fed, have clothes on my back to get to school. I never brought people over my house because I was embarrassed because we were living either in a trailer park or living in a motel or, it's just...
Would you go home and see your mom shooting up? And I mean, would she try to conceal it from you?
Yeah, they try to conceal a little bit, but you smell the matches burning. I mean, to this point in my life, I can't stand sulfur at all.
Right.
Sulfur smell drives me freaking nuts.
It's funny. You could have either gone either way. You could have become a heroin addict and join in on the action, or rebelled, and you were a strong-minded man enough to say, "I'm not going to take this and make this my lifestyle."
Oh, for sure. I mean, there was a point in my life. There was 3 choices I had to make. Be dead or in jail.
Right.
Be in gangs and on drugs.
Right.
Or be where I am right now. Well, I'm sitting here in Howard Stern show, and I've came a long way in my life. I'm living the American dream. People say that you're destined to greatness when you are. Well, no, you take choices in your life to make those destinies happen.
So your father, you don't have a relationship with?
Actually, Howard, I spoke to him about 5 months ago, the first time in 6 years.
Why do you think he got in touch with you?
I got in touch with him.
I see. You had told him, no way I'm being in touch with you. You wrecked my childhood.
Yeah, it was just, I had a lot of hatred towards him, and it's time to really suck it up and face your anger and face your demons. And, I went and sat and talked to him for about a good 3 to 4 hours, and,
Did you ever beat him up?
He quit on us.
Did you ever beat him up?
Never.
Never punched him in the face?
Never.
You wanted to?
No, I never did.
Think that's why you were a great fighter? You were really punching your dad and your mom
I was
in the
a great
face?
fighter because I have my older brothers, Marty and Jim and Mike, who used to beat my ass every single day.
In a way, if they beat your ass and you fight back, you become a great fighter.
I remember my brother Marty, asking him, I'd be crying, what do you beat me up for? He's like, so you could be a tough kid and you take care of yourself when you get older. And I was like,
gee, what a nice guy.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I think they're
But now I look at him now. Look at now. One of the baddest guys in the earth. So I'm doing something right.
Yeah, well, I suppose. But that's a painful childhood.
Now, did your father's clean now and all that?
My father is clean. When I spoke to him, he looked awesome. He looked really, really good. My mother's been clean for, almost 16 years now. And they're both doing great.
Do you take care of your parents now?
I don't take care of them. No, I don't. I take care of my ex-wife and my son 100%. Actually, I gave all my money to him. Now it's time to start all over again.
No kidding?
Yeah.
When you say all your money, you mean half your money?
No, I mean everything.
You gave him everything else?
Everything. It's my son. I want to make sure. And, I have a great ex-wife. Her and Jen are really, really good friends. We actually had our birthday party.
Could never get them in bed together?
No, I wouldn't want to do that.
You would never want to be in bed with your ex-wife?
See, people are so used to, you're Jenna Jameson, the porn star.
Right, you must
She brings home girls to you.
But Tito, I know Jenna, and I got to tell you something. She does love women.
Not anymore. She's a different woman now, Howard.
She doesn't want to be.
She's in a different chapter of her life.
But wouldn't that excite you?
No.
If Jenna was the girl who brought home a girl once in a while?
I'm selfish. I'm very jealous, too, so I'm very selfish.
Do you ever go to a strip club with her?
We've been a few times.
Okay. Does Jenna mess around in front of you with the other girls?
No, not at all.
You're kidding me.
No,
I don't buy that.
Yes, I'm serious.
You're telling me that.
We live normal lives, man. We're normal people, you know. Jenna, like I said, she went to a different chapter of her life now, and she's over the porn thing. She's retired. She's done, and she wants to start a family and, you know, do the right thing now. And she's an awesome woman, of course. Howard, you do know her. And
I like Jenna very much.
Yes.
I just would insist that she bring a girl home once in a while. I'm not going to be in a relationship with Jenna if she's not bringing a girl home once in a while.
You wanted to be in a relationship with the porn star Jenna Jameson.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
I think
when I first met her, I thought the same thing too, but then
Really?
that was one of those things to have sex the first night, it would have been over.
Do you think, though, she has to act like a super prude now because she was a porn star? In a way, she has to, like, go the opposite way to prove to you? Now all of a sudden, she's a Mormon.
No, not at all. You got to understand, I mean,
She still wears hot
Jenna's
outfits.
a totally different, she's a hot outfit. She's a beautiful ass.
Was she,
man. She's
was she still walking around? Was she still walking around naked for you
Yes,
and let you
all
look
the time, of course.
Was she masturbate in front of you?
We have fun, dude.
You do.
We're very colder with everything with each other and only with each other.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know
have a
how I
fun
feel
time.
about that. I gotta
It's
think
beautiful
about
love, you know. I mean, we've been together for 2 years now, and Howard said, you know, you're going to last maybe a month, a third at the most.
I did.
So
she still does oral, though, right? She's not against that.
Of course.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, right?
I don't, imagine you marry Jenna Jameson, you're in a relationship, and then she says, listen, I don't get blowjobs anymore. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm out of this.
down that shop.
I mean, for God's sakes. Well, this is exciting. You got a book.
Yeah.
You're
the
barking
book's doing really good, too. I'm really happy because it was like the opposite side of it. People are so used to seeing the fighter guy that gets in the octagon and the mean 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 bad boy flipping people off and doing that. It's the
This
kid
is the real
who grew
you.
up. It's the one who grew up.
It's your life story.
I've lived through a lot, Howard. You know, at a young age, I'm 33 years old. You know, I'm still going to compete and fighting for another 3 more years. But it's a new chapter in my life that's turning over.
When you started dealing drugs as a kid,
yes,
was that because you saw that was the culture you were in? Your parents were
exactly.
Were your parents proud of you? In a way, heroin.
They
addicts
didn't
must be
know.
proud.
No, I kept it hide. No one knew about it. You know, only the people who I dealt with and so forth. I mean, we sold marijuana, and that was, you know, just one of those things. Was to pay rent.
Right, I understand.
You know, to put food on the table, and you know, I was a thug kid who didn't understand anything at all. I learned everything I learned on myself. You know.
How'd you get into ultimate fighting though? Like, how did you make that transition from thug kid?
I wrestled in high school. I wrestled in college. When I got into college, there's a guy.
Got into college because of wrestling, right?
Of course. I went back to school. I wanted to get educated, and my biggest thing was to be a high school teacher, a wrestling coach. Right. And I wanted to help out with kids. I thought kids were. There's teachers who helped me when I was in high school, so I was like, well, here's my chance to kind of give back. Right. And I started fighting with actually Tank Abbott. I was his training partner, and they made a new weight class in UFC. That was the very beginning, and it was 199 pounds. I wrestled.
Probably got paid nothing in the beginning. And got
I fought for free.
Right, but I'm saying it was brutal, even more brutal,
Actually,
right?
I didn't really get hit until like the third, fourth year in my competition because I was so dominant.
You got a nice set of teeth. Are those real?
Of course.
They are?
Yes.
You've never had a tooth knocked
those
out?
No.
Unbelievable.
I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm like, you got to move out of the way a lot of
Will
positions.
you know, like Rosie O'Donnell was saying, in show business, you got to know when to get out. In ultimate fighting, you got to know when to get out.
Oh, of
Will
course.
you know?
Oh, 100%. When I start slurring my words and until that time, I guess you're too late. But, you know, I don't get hit that much. So, I mean, there's a big factor that happens there also. You know, I still have about 3 more years left of competition left in me. I mean, I am 33 years old. When I'm 36, I'm going to be done.
Time to get out.
Yeah, I'm just signed with William Morris at the beginning of the year. So the theatrical side of it is another, you know, chance of me doing that. That and promotions also.
All right.
You know, helping other fighters come up and making the next Tito Ortiz.
You've had bar fights?
When I was 19.
What'd the other guy look like when you were done?
I choked him out in about 25 seconds.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'd never assault anybody. I used to be a security at a nightclub, and all the bouncers there knew me for, you know, stopping everything really quick. And I never laid a punch on anybody. I would just snap them down, front headlock, choke, and.
What's the best martial art to learn if you're a kid starting out?
Wrestling.
Wrestling?
100%.
You mean just high school wrestling?
High school wrestling. It'll teach you dedication, teach you sacrifice. It teaches you the hard work.
What about this Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? I shouldn't be taking that?
That's, well, it's a big difference. You know, for a kid who's just coming up, I think wrestling really teaches the whole realm of a sport, you know?
Right.
It teaches individualism because they're doing it by themselves.
When you were wrestling, Did a guy's penis ever slip out of his jockstrap while you were wrestling him?
Never.
Thank God.
Yeah,
right.
no, thank God, right?
Tito will be...
to you, obviously.
I know,
That
Howard.
happened to me, and it landed in my mouth.
That's what she
Tito,
said.
it was terrible. When's the last time you begged Jana?
Jana.
Jana.
I don't know, Howard. You got to use your imagination on that one.
She's a wonderful girl.
You always try to pull the best out of me, and I almost give in a little bit just because you're Howard Stern.
Well, Jen ever put a finger up your ass?
I don't know. Do you like that?
You want to know something? It's not my thing. I tend to clench up.
Really?
I'll be honest with you.
I did too.
You do. You don't like it.
No.
It's not your thing. You're not that crazy, are you?
No, I'm pretty crazy, but not that crazy.
You're pretty conservative sexually.
No.
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 What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, right? I got that great montage 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Look at you. Tito, I wish you luck with the book. It's
Thank
a
you so
very
much,
honest book, and
Yes.
I appreciate you writing it. This is going to hurt. It's in stores now. Pick it up. Do guys ever come up to you at book signings and want to punch you out? Like, go, hey, come on, man, let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
See, Howard, once the anger comes about, you bash it down with complete kindness.
But there's some maniacs out there who just want to go right at it.
When they stand next to me, I mean, you're a big man too, Howard, and they kind of get a little intimidated. They're like, all right, Tito is a big guy.
Right. Are you big in the pants? You would almost have to be with Jenna, because
I
Jenna's
got big
seen it all.
hands.
You got big hands.
I got big feet. You know what that means? Big gloves and big shoes, right?
It'd be great if Jenna was afraid of your penis. Then you know you're a real man.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. It doesn't fit.
Jeez.
Now, what good would it doesn't fit do?
Wait, there's somebody who wants to challenge you.
Howard has that problem, I know.
Oh, no. Never had that problem. There's a fighter on the phone who wants to challenge you. And I think this would be an excellent...
Telephone tough guy.
All right, let's talk. Go ahead.
Hey, Tito, how are you?
Really good, my man.
All right, now...
I want to challenge you in a fight, and whoever wins will fuck Jenna Jameson.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
great.
You mean Jenna would be the
I got a
prize?
bigger dick than you. You're a pussy. I know I can fight you in this cage.
All right, high pitch. Gay Ramon, you're on the air. Go ahead. Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Gay Ramon.
Hey, oh, my God, Tito, I'm a big fan of yours. Hey, have you ever had your asshole eaten out by another man?
Tito doesn't go that way.
No, I don't go that way yet.
Do you think about Tito when you're
Howard, I have fantasized.
He wouldn't be the only man, that's for sure.
Are men attracted to you, Tito?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has a man ever hit on you?
It's cool. A couple times.
Couple of times?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You know, I have actually a lot of gay friends that are friends, you know, and I don't swing that way ever, never even a thought or anything like that, but you gotta be respectful towards people.
Gay Ramon, can you finish right now listening to Tito's voice?
Oh, my God, I fantasize him beating the shit out of me, Howard.
You like that? Artie, where are you? Yes, go ahead. Yes,
I fantasize about Tito beating the shit out of Gay Ramon, too.
You're horrible, Artie.
All right, listen, go see Tito. TitoOrtiz.com is the place to get all your Tito information. Yeah. And by all means, get the book. This is going to hurt. It's in stores now. Tito, great. Always seeing you.
Yes,
send my love to Jenna.
Of course.
And I mean all of my love.
I got to say, his book, as someone who struggled with heroin,
yes,
it's so hard to break from that. And I think if my mother did that for me, that really is like, that's a touching thing.
Yeah. And it was really hard for my mother, you know, to accept that, because all of her friends don't know nothing about the past and the history. They know nothing about. And I told my mom, you got to understand, Mom, there's a lot of kids who are lived the same type of life I did. Now I want to think they have a chance to live, you know.
Right.
They look at Tito, they see, oh, yeah, the guy who's a fighter, a champion, driving around nice cars, beautiful girlfriend. But they don't see what got me there.
Right.
And now they see they have a chance. Well, maybe they have an opportunity to do something like this in life.
Book is somewhat inspirational.
Yes. All kids, please listen. Go to school. Getting educated is the #1 thing, I believe, 100%.
You bet. Max, you're on the air in Portland. Go ahead.
Hey, no, Howard.
Hey, no.
Hey, Tito, why can't you admit that 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 was just the better fighter that night?
He was a better fighter that night. I never didn't.
I mean, look at the pictures on the internet, bro. Your face is all fucked up.
Really? Oh, yeah. I only got like 5 stitches. I was fine though.
Which fight is it? The one you're talking about?
Yeah, the one I did. I just lost last week. The guy ran away the whole time. People will watch. They'll see. It's cool. I fought. I came out. I fight, and he didn't want to fight. It was fun. It was just an opportunity for Dana to
When this guy
hold
says
me
your
down.
face was messed up, is he lying?
I don't know. It's been a week, Howard.
Look,
I look pretty good.
You look pretty good.
You don't even look like you were in a fight.
Yeah,
Travis, you're on the air in Las Vegas. Go ahead.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that last caller. I thought Tito won rounds 2 and 3 against 𝗦𝗫𝗄. I mean, 𝗦𝗫𝗄 fought his fight, but Tito's still a beast. He about choked him out at the end there.
Yeah.
And Tito,
you know, I got to correct you, you know, and I'm an honest guy. You know, I think Louita won the match, you know, fair and square, I believe. I did have that triangle at the end, almost got him, but you know, for him running away, you know, this is ultimate fighting. This is fighting that really, it's a one-on-one competition that they need to compete against each other, not get 1 point and run away. How 𝗦𝗫𝗄 is doing, and I think I let a lot of fans down by doing that. But I appreciate your support, man.
Trevor, go ahead in Bakersfield, California, with Tito Ortiz. The book is called "This Is Gonna Hurt."
Bakersfield.
Hey, Tito, I had a question for you. Since everybody in the UFC kicked your ass, what are you going to do? Go over to WEC, maybe become a superstar or something?
No, actually, I believe the only person left there was Chuck Liddell, and 𝗦𝗫𝗄, the one that beat me. So.
Hey, I got to give it to you, but 𝗦𝗫𝗄 ran from me the whole time, man.
Yeah, well, there you go. So people seem to generally agree with your assessment. This is not just bullshit.
Well, believe me, it was. And it was a tactic on, you know, the president's part on UFC of give me someone who's going to run and strike, run and strike, who's not going to stand in front and punch with me.
Part of the fun of the UFC is that you guys are just going at it.
Yeah, that's what guys buy pay-per-view for. That's why they buy a Tito Ortiz pay-per-view, because they know I'm going to bring the fight when I fight.
You bet. All right. TitoOrtiz.com, the book, This Is Gonna Hurt. Thanks, Tito. Great seeing you again.
Without a doubt.
Come
Thank
see
you
us
so much.
again if you would.
Yes, for sure.
Tito.
So that went pretty good.
Some heavy stuff, man.
Yeah, you know, it's my life. You know, I've lived an interesting life, a very self-told story that I'd either be dead or in prison or here on Howard. And I'm doing something right, so, you know.
Right, you mentioned that Howard's sort of like a benchmark to measure your success.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Howard's the best talk radio in the world, man.
So to be here and to overcome everything that you have is...
And I look back at my history, you know, 11 years of competition and fighting, but I'm still going on to bigger and better things. And, you know, I'm really proud of my book that we wrote. And, you know, hopefully a lot of people take something out of it, of an inspiration. And that's the biggest thing of all of it.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for stopping by and good luck with the book, man.
Without a doubt. Thank you much, guys. Howard Stern.
Best of the Wrap-Up Show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏. The Best of the Wrap-Up Show begins now.
Hey, this is John Hine, and on Monday's wrap-up show, Chuck Zito stopped by, and we got a couple calls saying they didn't like him, more calls saying they did like him, and it got really quiet in this room. Here it is.
Howard's fascinated by him. I think Howard just loves, you know, Chuck is everything that Howard never was, is never going to be, as most of us are never going to be.
Well, whenever Chuck comes in, Howard always gives that caveman rap,
right?
And it's true. I mean, who's going to mess with this guy?
See, I thought the story today that really made me laugh my ass off was the guy that was talking to his date while she was having a cigarette. Like, that guy doesn't know she's with anybody. But, you know, I wonder what happens to when Chuck goes, "Get the fuck out of here." The guy goes, "Hey, wait a minute. I wonder how many words you get out before he just
right.
you.
They make up their mind.
Well, he had another story
quickly.
like that when the guy said, Chuck went to the bathroom. Did you hear that one?
No.
Okay. So Chuck's at a real nice restaurant or something in L.A., and he's sitting there with two chicks or something. He goes to the bathroom. There's some guy sitting down next to the girl. And I guess Chuck says something to him like, you know, I'm with, or the girl's like, you know, leave me alone. He's like, wait a sec, you don't know this guy? And it ends up the guy just came up to try to pick up the chicks, and he's like, well, you had two girls. And he goes, boom, and just punches them.
Yeah, it's a different set of rules.
Yeah, don't mess with Chuck. Jay in Sacramento, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? I came out to New York to, just hang out and party and stuff. And we went to Scores, and we were at the wrong Scores. I really wanted to meet Chuck. And so I asked one of the guys where Chuck was, and they got me a cab, sent me over to the other Scores, and he said, don't worry, I already set up. Chuck will meet you over there. And I was like, right on, cool. So I'm sitting there, and suddenly, big-ass Chuck comes walking up to me. He goes, hey, so I hear I'm a fan of yours. And I was like, no, you scared the crap out of me. And I was like, no, dude, I told the guy that I was a fan of yours, man, really wanted to meet you. And, you know, he was a super cool guy, way nice to my wife and stuff, bought us a drink. And, Chuck's just a straight-up dude. He's just a real cool guy.
He's a good guy. He is.
He's
a good guy.
Is there like this air of fear when Chuck is around? Like people worried about saying the wrong thing or something like that?
What do you think, John?
I'm asking the question. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, like I said, it's like I've known him for a pretty long time, and I have a pretty good relationship with him. So I try not to say anything that would offend him, but I'm not sure I know all the things that would be wrong.
Right.
That's the problem.
When I do a pre-interview with him, you know, I'm always watching exactly what I say to him, and you try and phrase questions that are very complimentary to him, you know, as opposed to you could go a different direction. But yeah, it's always tread lightly around Mr. Zito.
Were you in Vegas with us the year that Henry Hill was like bombed out of his mind and picked a fight with Chuck?
Yeah.
And Chuck was walking around the Hard Rock looking for Henry. It was just like Henry was like drunk, and we were like, Henry, you got to get out of here. Chuck's looking at me, he's like, fuck him!
That story I just recounted, I'm like, as soon as I did it, I'm like, fuck, did I say it the wrong way? Did I leave out the wrong detail? Which I probably did.
Luckily for you, it was so confusing that Chuck won't be mad.
He had another great story. Did you guys hear his story about the condoms?
No.
He doesn't.
Tell it right.
Like Howard was talking about his condoms. And Chuck was like, what? You know, I don't use condoms. And Howard's like, but he goes, occasionally a girl will insist. So what Chuck will do, when she insists, he'll make a little hole in it. So when he's doing her, it'll burst open.
Why? What's the point of that?
Well, then the girl won't even realize it. She'll see him put the condom on. And I probably told that one wrong, too. You guys didn't hear that story?
Joe in Missouri, you're on the
No one heard
show.
that story.
Hey, Joe.
What's going on? You know, Chuck...
Can you cut that out of the show?
What's up, Joe?
Chuck is definitely a flaming faggot.
No, he's not.
Hold on a second, Joe. Chuck's not here to defend himself. Now, go ahead. That's what you know.
He fucking spews out stories of banging 3 chicks, and the guy's in his 40s. You know, Artie can't even do that. Gary can't do something like that. But yet Chuck Zito, I mean, he just wants to be a man's man. He is nothing. Next time it comes up in a meeting that you want to bring in Chuck Zito, that person's head needs to be examined.
So what he would say if he was here is he would say, all right, you're a big shot. Why don't you come up here and say that to my face? And what would you say to that?
I'll right there. Shit, right now I'm in Missouri driving a tractor trailer. I'll go up there and say it right to his face. You know, I won't be a little bitch like Benji was a couple months ago and back down. I'll bitch slap him right in the mouth.
I didn't back down because there was nothing that I went forward with.
Now, Mike, you realize that I have your phone number on caller ID, right?
Go ahead, give it to him. You know, the only Pam Anderson pussy he's ever gotten is sucking it off like Tommy Lee's dick.
All right, I'm going to cut this off right now, but I'll tell you right now, if Chuck was here, he's not here to defend himself, he would say, come up here and tell me yourself.
And
Be a man.
And the views of Joe in Missouri reflect in no way the views of anyone here who was on the wrap-up show.
Except Benji. No, come on. That's not even...
No, Benji will tell a different story about that. Let's go to Jason in Florida. Jason, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Jason.
Hey, the story with the Hells Angels rocker and jacket, I mean, a lot of places aren't going to let outlaw bikers into their establishments. I mean, it's nothing personal against them, but you get another biker gang, they're going to start fighting inside the arena.
Yeah, but at the time, Chuck was on Oz, and he was sort of a known, I mean, HBO invited him there, so he was sort of a known celebrity going into that. Thanks for the call. You know, we got a couple other calls about Chuck. Let's go to Mike in Philly. Mike, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Mike.
That last guy's a little drastic. I'm not going to get that far. Chuck Zito would beat the fuck out of me. But I really don't think he's that good of a guest either. I mean, you know, every time I listen to the show every day, all show long, and I'm just not interested whenever he comes on. I'm much more interested in what Howard said last week hearing Dallas Strawberry this week.
But what about Chuck that you don't like?
No, I just find them disinteresting. I tune out. I listen to them, and it's just story after story.
But you're singing a different song than you did 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, you said, "There's no way he fucks those broads." You think he's gay? What happened to that rap?
This is a different guy.
Oh, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool stories and all. I don't know. I just find them as a fan of the show. I find them a little not as interesting as it could be. That's all. You know, it's okay.
Well, today's your lucky day, sir. Guess who wants to talk to you?
Chuck Zito?
Yes.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, man? How are you?
Not too bad. Everybody's got their opinion. Some guys like the show, somebody don't.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, I agree, and you know, I don't think you're a bad guy, and I've never met you and everything, but I just find whenever you're on the show and you're on the show a little bit more than other people are, I just find it a little not as interesting as it should be. I mean, Howard's interviews are good and all, but you know, if you came on a little less, maybe it would be a little more interesting. That's all.
Howard's great. That's why I keep coming on. But he likes the story. I said Howard's great. That's why I keep coming on. But he likes the stories. A lot of people out there like the stories, and some people don't. So it's your choice.
And you know, and your show, like I've listened to the shows you have, and it's just like, you know, they're flooding the market with Chuck Zito, and I'm just not buying it. That's all.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're flooding the market?
I wish. I wish.
No, but I don't know what that means.
Well, like, all right, you got the Jay Thomas show. I think Jay Thomas is funny, and I listen to that, and I don't seem to get tired of it. But it's not a lot of him. Like Chuck Zito's been on the show. In the past year, how many times have you been on the show as a guest? I don't have the statistics.
Chuck, you've been in a couple of times, right?
Probably since January. This might be a second or third time in. Since January.
This year, yeah. But I used to do a lot last time on when it was on the other show.
When we're on regular radio. Yeah, and I know. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get like a real celebrity on the show. No offense, Chuck.
That's all right.
But you know, I'm just saying sometimes it seems like you're on the show a little too much, and then when you couple that with you having your own show on the channel, it just seems like a little too much Chuck Zito for Mike's liking. That's all.
All right, and
It can't be too much. I'm only 2 months away. Last time I did it was 2 months ago.
At least. It's been a while.
It's been 2 months ago, really.
And you had new stories that were great today.
I got to tell you, I bring this point up all the time. This isn't about Chuck. This is about everybody. Chuck wasn't on the show today because I had no guests. Yeah. We only put on the guest. There's days that we don't have guests. We only put on the people we want on. So it's not like I needed Chuck on because I couldn't get any guests. We wanted him on as a guest.
Well, I'd love to have Joe from Missouri, I think his name was, called back in, because Chuck's in here now, and something tells me, Chuck, he'd be singing a different tune.
There was a guy in here who was talking a bunch of shit.
Well, you know what? Everybody's a telephone tough guy. But it's amazing when I go away and I do book signings and I do appearances all over the United States, not one person comes up to me and talks the shit that guy did.
You know, one year in Vegas, Gary, when you guys did the show before you did it in the joint in that arena, you had it out in the casino, and they had this railing up, and all the fans were leaning up against it. And this one time, Chuck's standing there waiting to go on, and a guy deep into the crowd, like maybe 3 rows in, Chuck has his back to him. He's talking to a beautiful woman. The guy yells out, "Zito's a pussy!" And Chuck looks at the girl. He goes, "Excuse me one moment." Turns around. I don't know how he did it, but spots the fucking guy 3 rows deep, goes right to him and goes, "You want to say that to my face now?" And the guy's like, I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking. How many guys back out of fights from you? Like, that's got to be more than the fights you've had in your life.
Forget people call in and they're on the phone or they're in another state and they talk shit. So it's easy to talk shit over the phone. It's a little harder to do it person to person and eyeball to eyeball.
Norm in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. How's it going today?
Hey, Norm.
Hey, you know, just nothing really personally against Chuck or anything, but, you know, I just think it's a little bit crazy how everybody always acts like they're so scared of Chuck and everything like that. I mean, sure, he's, you know, big and all, but, you know, there's thousands of guys out there that are just as big as Chuck, just as intimidating as him, and, you know, if people just walked around threatening to beat the shit out of people all the time, I mean, you know, he'd be in jail, wouldn't he?
All right, so Norm, let me ask you a question. You're hanging out in front of a club, right? There's a girl having a cigarette, okay?
Right.
You walk up to the girl and you start talking to her.
Exactly.
Chuck walks up and he says, "Hey, she's with me. Get the fuck out of here." What's your next line?
Well, I'm not the type to really go and, you know, if someone's with somebody, I respect every person as a
She
human
wasn't with
being.
anybody. She's just sitting there alone smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, but if he comes up and says she's with me, I say, okay, you know, regardless of if he's, you know, Hank the Dwarf or Eric the Midget, anybody, it doesn't matter, regardless of
That's
size
cool.
who
That's
he
because
is.
you have respect. That's why.
Exactly, and I nothing personally against Chuck or anything like that, but again, I just think it's a little bit foolish that everybody's so, intimidating. I mean, there's no reason to walk around with like a tough guy attitude all the time and, throwing your weight around. And
but I don't. I'm respectful. Everybody's respectful of me. I never walk around thinking I'm a tough guy or throw my weight around. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And when you don't, then we take it to the next level.
And that's what I love about Chuck, is that he gives you a play-by-play of how he's going to beat your ass before he does it.
I've never been to
the next level. You guys know me. Gary, you ever see me walk around with a tough guy attitude? I never do it.
No, I've never been to the next level.
And I treat the people the way I want to be treated. Like I said, I always have the motto I always say, I treat me good, I'll treat you better. Treat me bad, I'll treat you worse. And then when it's getting worse, we go to the next level.
There's this code of men that I have not been brought into that no one ever told me about, and that's why I love the whole story about when Chuck had to punch AJ. Like, it was really weird because AJ talked some shit about him. Chuck went up to him. Chuck explained how he was going to have to hit him. AJ understood how he was going to have to take the punch.
Right.
I was like, I didn't
and
get
then he bought him a dinner afterwards.
I didn't get that memo on how that works.
And
then he bought him dinner.
Well, Chuck, isn't there some kind of respect thing going on there?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he said something that he shouldn't have said, but meanwhile he put it in the newspapers, he put it in the magazine. It wasn't something he said to one person. He's talking about millions of people reading this. And he never mentioned my name, but he mentioned the word Hell's Angel and scores, and everybody knows I'm the only one that goes there, so he didn't have to mention my name. And then he got hit for it.
𝗏𝗏, you're on the wrap-up show.
Can I tell you my favorite Chuck Zito story?
Yo.
Quick. Please do.
Real quick.
So I got punched in the face at Scores one night.
No, Ralph, reel that back a little bit, because the reason you got punched in the face is funny in and of itself. Explain why.
Well, I don't know. Like, it was like I was talking with a friend of Big John's. We were just joking around and sort of like, like pretend punching each other or something like that. I don't know. And then I was really drunk. And then all of a sudden this guy just fucking punched me. And I went into the bathroom, to fucking, like, stop the blood, and I'm coming out of the bathroom, and Chuck's coming out of the bathroom. Everybody thought Chuck beat me up.
Yeah.
Chuck's like, no, I didn't do it.
I said that. I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I never hit a drunk guy in my life, man.
It really wasn't my fault, Gary. I mean, it was just like, you're fucking around with somebody, and,
Wait, could that be like a protection if, like, someone does something wrong? You say, wait, I'm drunk?
Right.
Well, some guys take advantage of people because a lot of guys can't even stand up, let alone fight.
Right.
So a lot of guys push their weight around and do that. I've never hit a drunk guy in my life because it doesn't prove anything.
I am always drunk.
You're always
Hey, everybody, 𝗏𝗄𝗿. On Tuesday on the wrap-up show, we are trying to put the pieces back together of this fiasco that happened on Miserable Men. Bob was hurt. He vented. He said some things. Maybe some things that shouldn't have been said on the air, maybe some things that should, and hopefully our show won't get canceled because of it. Stay tuned.
A couple of people have come to me today and said that a lot of what happened with Bob, they blame on Artie. And I'm not saying I blame it on Artie, but I think that Bob got empowered by Artie agreeing with him. You know what I mean? I think that's where Bob got his balls.
Well, if you listen to those rants, and 𝗏𝗏's in here, I see Artie coming down the hall, more than 3 or 4 times, Bob said, Artie agrees with me 100%, Artie has my back, and it seemed like that conversation with Artie is what, boosted him. And Artie, later on, at the end of the hour, took the hit. He said, look, I feel bad because I told Bob to go on the air and express how he felt. He didn't tell him to say, fuck you, Gary. But he did sort of, let him know that was the place to do it.
Yeah, Artie just walked in. We're sort of blaming you a little bit, and jokingly blaming you.
Yeah.
I think Bob got his balls from you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that if you would have said, Bob, you're off base on this, he probably wouldn't have done that rap last night.
He called me up mad as hell, screaming in the phone, and I feel bad again, and this has nothing to do with anything. I just feel bad when a guy is broke and he's got a kid, so I'm doing anything to try to, make him feel better. And what I did say was, he was like, look, I'm going into Miserable Men, and I said, well, you know, the rule of the show. Howard has it. You know, if you're honest and you lay it out there, that always makes good radio. So I said you should do that, and I bet if they play it tomorrow, it'll make for good radio, which it did. So I didn't really encourage it. I didn't really discourage it, but I felt guilty for all the shit he took today. And that's why I was like, you know what, give Bob a break. I'm a guy that he sort of looks up to, and he probably took what I said as a fucking okay to go through those doors and go nuts. I did not know he was going to start screaming, fuck Gary. But
in his mind, whatever you told him, in his mind, he heard as Artie's got my back.
Well,
has
he said that?
He said that? You could sort of tell.
I can tell you in the past where he's been upset with Gary over bookings and stuff, it was never to that extreme. And I just think that the fact that he had somebody who's on the show, who works on the show, that says, you know, wow, that agreed with them and said, I do think that's kind of messed up. That gave him the fire, the green light, to just go apeshit and let it all out.
He shouldn't put Artie in that position, though.
Well, listen, Bob, first of all, should, like I told him before we went on the air, I said, we're about to do 4 hours on one of Howard's channels, and you're going to talk shit about it. I go, does that not make sense? It doesn't make sense to me to do that. It's one thing to say I'm not happy, but I saw how angry he was, and I knew it wasn't going to go well. And we had a whole format planned out for the show last night, and we got sidetracked. We had to recover.
Wait,
from
why were you against it?
Because I just think he was overreacting. He took it way too personal. He took it as a personal attack.
But were you against it as like, hey, this could be dangerous for us, or this is not good for the show?
Absolutely, it could be dangerous for us. Why wouldn't it be dangerous for us? I mean, I understand he's being honest and he's expressing how he feels, but at the same time, Howard doesn't have to put a guy up for 2 hours, 1 hour, or 4 hours that talk shit about it. You know, it's his channels.
And, you know, there's something else just popped into my head. You know, we're saying how we do all the stuff with Bob. This is like a subtle thing, but we give him the plugs and all that sort of stuff. And in the past, like Greg Fitzsimmons or Lisa Lampanelli or even Gilbert Gottfried will try to get on the show, and they can't get on the show, and they'll say, could you please, if you could, plug something? And you've heard us plug it.
Sure.
And always, with the exception of Gilbert, because this isn't his DNA, I will get a thank you call or a thank you email. Hey, that was really nice, greatly appreciated. But Bob just doesn't seem grateful.
Well,
it's almost like you fucking owe me this. Of course you're doing my plugs. And I think the attitude, this has nothing to do with him being booked, by the way.
Right.
But it's just a feeling I get. Like Bob has never ever said to me, you know, I really appreciate all the plugs I get on the show. It really helps a lot. Never.
What's weird is he's one of the most generous. I've seen him, Gary, go home with $0 in his pocket at the end of a weekend to make sure that everybody else gets paid for that weekend for the tour. I've seen him take that hit. But at the same time, like what he did last night was a really selfish thing. He put himself before the show, and it almost cost us the show today.
John leaned over to me at one point when Bob was making the really feeble attempt to apologize, and everything was, you know, but this, but that. And John Hine leaned over to me, and it was right on the money. He goes, how many times have you had this conversation with your kid? You know, like with my child, where I'll be like, I'm like, Lucas, just apologize, but you know, but this, but that, but that. I'm like, no, just say you're wrong. But.
Did John want you to say that?
No.
It's just
the other thing that's happening now is and again, this is nobody's fault, but it's a reason why Bob and a lot of comedians, a lot of people in any profession are frustrated. The economy is such shit. Bob said to me last night that some of the Killers of Comedy show don't sell well at all.
Right.
And at the end of the day, he has had to go into debt to make sure all the other comics get paid, to not only the extent where he doesn't get paid, he's actually in debt from the gig, which is nice and generous, but that could lead to being frustrated about other things, and that could lead to saying stuff on the air you don't mean just because you're in a frustrated time in your life. Right. And I think that's what he's going through. I know him to be a generous, nice guy, too. I think giving him a pass is the right move at this point.
And expect to give him a pass in 4 months when he freaks out again.
Because he's gonna, you know he's going to do this.
Well, then, I mean, after that, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, Howard's being very nice about it now. There's no reason he has to let him come back on the air. If he does it again, there's going to be no one who can argue in his favor at that point. I mean, come on, after this,
Garrett, do you think giving him a pass is the right move?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little peeved about it. I'm not like fucking angry like some of the listeners are. I'm a little peeved about it. I don't know that Bob learned his lesson, but you know what? If he didn't learn his lesson, it'll be a short time before he learns it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the other thing, Artie is sort of so close to the situation because he knows Bob so well and he knows his situation. And Bob never called me and said, "Hey, Gary, times are rough. I really need this." I don't know whether that would have changed things, but I would have had a different approach to it. But I can't start booking the show based on people's economics. Do you know what I mean? Because if I do that, then it's really tough.
I know. I mean, 80% of the people who work here are broke. I mean, what are you going to do? It's shitty times. But, the other thing about defending Bob or whatever I did in there for him, it's such a Davy and Goliath situation. I mean, here's a guy who's a road comic and he's fighting for his life up there, and I just I wasn't going to sit there and get into bashing you or Howard, but I was just trying to play the devil's advocate on his side a little bit because it's like, throwing a guy a life preserver drowning. And I wanted to make sure when he got off the phone, Howard at least gave him the show back, maybe, because without the show, if he thinks times are bad now economically, they're going to be a million times worse.
But Artie, don't you think that the guy should have enough brains to know that before he goes and does those rants last night? Shouldn't he go, Jesus, without the show, I'm fucked?
No, hey, look, you're right. That's logical thinking, and I've done stupid things in my life because I'm mad, and things that make no sense, completely illogical, and people are nice enough to usually forgive me, and you go on. I was trying to give Bob that same compassion I saw from people just 3 months ago on the show.
Right.
So I was trying to just be on his side there because if no one's there, you're done,
Right. But Bob is one of those guys that, this is a recurring theme for him. I'm not appreciated, and he is what I would kindly call high maintenance. Well, he needs to be constantly massaged, and a lot of people I deal with don't. And sometimes I forget that because so many people I deal with don't need that when somebody does need it, I just don't do it enough.
A lot of them need it, but you know what? They're comedians who bite their tongue. I'd say 90% of the comedians are so neurotic, they probably do need that attention, but they're smart enough and they have enough willpower to bite their tongue and go, look, that could burn a bridge. I mean, you are the producer of a big-time show that affects comedians, and so they bite their tongue. Bob feels like he's part of the family, and he's allowed to get mad every once in a while. That's what he's saying.
Which also, I think, it's a real catch-22 because I thought his points were ridiculous, but he was sincere and he was pissed. And that probably, I didn't hear it, but it probably made a real interesting show.
Oh, yeah.
It probably made one of the most interesting
And I
shows.
get that he's upset. I understand that he's upset, but that's something that he needs to take up with Gary, I think, on a personal thing. And if it does come on the show, then bring it to a certain point. You got to be able to control your anger. Like, Tim talked to him before the show. I spoke to him before the show. Everybody tried to get him, but he had that tunnel vision. He had the blinders on. This is what he was going to rant about, and that's that.
And I got to say, you know what? I'm going to pat myself on the back, but I think based on what Artie said, that, comedians want to get on the show, that I have the power, that I hold the door, I don't think that I wield that power. I think that we're always in there fighting for guys. Do you know what I mean? It's never like...
You're not a power tripping kind of guy.
I'm not power tripping. I'm not like, hey, Bob, I could make or break you. I want people to succeed on the show. I like it when a comedian comes on and does well, or somebody that isn't known that well comes on. Like, I love that Lisa Lampanelli started coming on the show, and that not only she got better on the show, but she's gotten bigger in life, in her career. That's good for us. It's good for everybody.
And her boyfriends have gotten lighter and lighter.
There was an emotion that came up in me today based on something he said that is another thing that he does that sort of gets under my skin. He utilizes the Iron Sheik and Beetlejuice for his show, and that's fine. I have no gripe with that. And he does it because he wants to bring more people to the show, and he realizes those are popular characters from the show, and that will bring more people in. But then he will throw that in my face by telling me, I hire those guys because you don't pay them. And I'm like, you're not the Mother Teresa of comedy.
Yeah, wait, you mean he's told you that off the air?
Yeah.
That doesn't make
sense. He's like,
what's his point?
He'll say, I help those guys out. You got to help me because I'm helping those guys out.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
and I've said to Bob, right? I go, Bob, are you not benefiting from it at all?
Well, I mean, I can tell you, 3 weeks ago we did St. Louis and Indianapolis, and Bob gave Beetle his share of the money for that week. He went home with no money.
But surely it's Bob's business. He's basically when they make a lot more. I assume Bob makes a lot more than the rest of the guys too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what everybody makes, but I'm sure. I mean, look, he's putting the shows together. He's the headliner. He should.
He's the guy that's putting it together, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
but
he's entitled to make more.
There's a whole separate issue there. I mean, the economy might suck to the point where clearly what you guys are doing isn't working plug-wise. Maybe you gotta. Maybe you do lesser gigs for now.
And I agree with that.
I mean, if the audience isn't coming for a little while, you wait and maybe it'll come back. I told Bob that last night. Get booked in a club and make a couple of grand the weekend, and because at least you're making it. Why risk losing money? I mean, because I said, Bob, the depression after working hard all week. And you're on stage in those dark clubs. You're trying to, get your life together. You got your kid. You're getting married, and money's tight anyway. And then you got to do like 4 sets on the weekend, and you don't make any money. That's like, God, as a road comic, you're going to be suicidal doing that much longer.
You also have to factor in traveling with 7 to 8 to 9 people on a tour. You got, people sharing hotel rooms, people eating meals, all this shit adds up at the end.
But if you're booking a show and it's not making money, why do you continue to do it?
Well, that's what I was saying. He's got to stop. He's got to consider. Right now, times are bad. It's not making money. Maybe the novelty of the Iron Sheik, and that's something else I told him. I said, Bob, you and 𝗛𝗲 can do a lot of time. You're comedians. Sal and Richard are getting better. Why do the circus shit? In the long run, people are going to want to know they can come see stand-up, not a freak show.
Artie, you've said to him on the air and off the air, you are not an enormous fan of the blue cheese thing. You've said that, right?
Well, I'm not an enormous fan of following the blue cheese thing because it's like following a fucking sexual assault.
But you've also said that he doesn't need that.
No,
that he's
really
funnier.
Clearly he doesn't. Of course not. I mean, that's what I'm saying. These guys on the tour are all comedians. A real comedian should be insulted if they said we're going to have high-pitch Eric come out to get laughs and to get plugs. It's ridiculous. In the long run, it'll hurt you. Maybe that's what he's seeing now.
Yeah, but these are shows, these are like shows based on our fans. Don't you think, like, if they hadn't seen a show before, they want to see high-pitch Eric? They want to see Bob.
Not if the alternative is. So that should be a separate tour, the Freak Tour, or whatever you wanted, the Whackback Tour. This should be comedians.
Hey, it's 𝗫інші. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we discussed whether or not Ralph truly hates Gary, and if Ralph is trying to sabotage Gary, as Artie said. And a lot of listeners called up with different theories. Gary expressed theories, but Ralph never called in, so listen and you'll make your opinion.
There's also an interesting conversation that happens a little bit before then between Howard, Artie, and Gary about Howard finding an anonymous source telling him the way that Artie really feels about Gary and vice versa. And Gary, I wanted your take on it because it was revealed, of course, that the source was Ralph.
Right.
And both you and Artie didn't sound too pleased.
Well, I'm a little sensitive to what was going on, and it's always weird when somebody's throwing rumors behind your back and won't fess up to them. And I don't know. I was weirded out by the rumor that Ralph put out there, but equally as weirded out by the fact that Artie really verbalized that he thinks Ralph is out to sabotage me, that he really doesn't like me.
Do you believe that?
I don't know. I do know that it bothers me that I know that Ralph likes to goof on me and has a lot of theories about me. And, I don't know how it works, but in my imagination, Howard's in a dressing room in his apartment, you know what I mean, like a big giant walk-in closet, and Ralph's there with like a tape measure just talking shit about everybody. That's the interesting thing about Ralph is Ralph has Howard's ear for like an hour, like 2 or 3 times a week. And that's his chance to, spout all his theories and start all his rumors.
Now, just in case people missed it, what was Artie saying that upset you?
Well, I was sort of psyched that Artie doesn't feel that way. And then I pulled Artie into the office afterwards. I really was sort of shaken up by it. And I started to think the three examples that they gave was the Man Cave show, which that I completely disregard because they approached, in other words, they approached my agent. So what am I supposed to do? Say no? They thought doing a show, but they did approach Artie first, and then they approached us. The second thing was going to Iraq, and that's a bone of contention already anyway, because I just asked Artie if he thought it was a good idea if I could go. I don't really feel like I forced myself on him, but maybe Ralph sees it as now like I'm like trying to steal Artie's thunder. The other thing about going up to the Kraft's house, that one is a little bit weirder for me because Artie wasn't really being handled. Like they asked him if he would do it, he said he would do it, but I'm like, well, who's going to make sure everything's getting done for you? And I was sort of helping on that way, and then they said, well, if you want to hop on the plane with him, that'd be fine. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And it never dawned on me.
I thought he wanted you to go.
It never dawned on me that if I hopped on the plane with him, that I'd be somehow stealing his thunder. And I'm not sure. So then I went back to my office and I thought, well, maybe subconsciously there's something to this. You know what I mean? And then so I apologized to Artie, and Artie goes, "You're out of your fucking mind. It's Ralph's crazy rumor. I have no issue with you. Don't worry about it."
And you just got Ralph a 6-foot Iron Man replica?
Yeah.
Okay. Mike in Detroit, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello?
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, guys, first of all, great show. I wish you guys were on all day on Friday mornings, but I know things are